Good morning, everyone. Good morning, everyone. Smile. The first thing you have to do is smile. Yeah, is everyone smiling? I hope. Not I hope. I'm sure all my students are smiling. All right? Okay. Today in international business, this is a class for the fourth semester. Today in international business, I'll continue with cultural effects on international business. See, it's a huge topic actually. Culture and its effects is a huge topic. Not only a huge topic, it is also necessary for us to learn about culture, as it is one of the most important factors. Good morning. It is one of the most important factors that helps us in forming strategies of marketing. Now, when I mean marketing, it's not just selling. It is from the customization of the product to etc. etc. So it begins with customization of the product, then it goes on to the marketing strategies, the packing, everything. Okay, so I would like to. I'm in the one of the last uh, slides of what I sent you yesterday. MNCs have to do cultural convergence. How do they do cultural convergence? Through their advertisements. 1 minute. Through their advertisements. Sorry, that was my dog. Through their advertisements. Now, advertisements define appropriate lifestyles, attitude, goals, etc. I would like you to go online and look at the ads of a particular product. Let us say a soap, that is Came, for example. Came, currently, I have not seen any advertisements. Look at the Came. Came is an international soap. Look at the advertisements of Came abroad, as well as, yes, Ravish, as well as what they had to advertise before in India. You'll understand how different Indian advertisements, the advertisements shown in India, are different from those shown in foreign countries. All right. So these advertisements are a means of communication by the business to the to people, to their prospective customers, existing customers, and also their advocates. Advocates are those, as you know, in marketing, who have tried and tested the product and speak about the product, speak good about the product to others. So, advertisements are a means of communication from the company to customers. So, yes, Epide, good morning. So, advertisements define lifestyles, attitudes, and goals, and they bring new management techniques, technologies, and cultural values to the people in which, to the countries in which they operate. A very good example would be Amazon advertisements, how they keep on changing the advertisements. They change also according to the seasons, according to the festivals of India, like when there is a Deepavali festival, how once again, give me a minute. Ma pet oil. Sorry, I have to take care of my dog. Okay, so we were talking about Amazon advertisements. Yes, it is necessary. Amazon gives, for example, when it is Deepavali, they talk about gifting, how to gift. And because Deepavali is a season where we all Indians like to gift to each other, they talk about how to gift, and they show how people. And there is a very nice advertisement, I don't remember. You see, where the children are taking care of their elders. In our country, as you know, we are very careful about our elders. We hear bad news here and then, but those are exceptions. most of us are very, very caring and supportive of our elders. And this is mirrored in their advertisements, how children give their parents a gift. Also, there is some advertisements where, yeah, there are some advertisements where the children are showing that the father has always been taking care of them, giving them the monetary support they require, and then it is time for the children to take care of the father, and they buy the father a very good phone, mobile set, and something like this. It also These are all reflections of our culture, our cultural values, our attitudes, etc. And this is shown in the advertisements. Why is it shown? Because we have an affinity towards such advertisements. We understand such advertisements because we are the same, and also there is there is something there that tells you this is the way it should be. It just reinforces. Good morning, all of you. It just reinforces what we inherently have in us, or not, if not inherently, we have acquired some cultural values, and it reinforces what we already have. Thereby, it gives us reason to be comfortable. We are in the comfort zone. When we are in the comfort zone, we tend, yes, I'm going to buy from this place, or these people feel the same. Unconsciously, we get acclimatized or attracted to the comfort zone, and we go and we do our shopping there. So something like this. Also, I want to tell you that, well, my PhD is something on culture, strategy, fit, and I did quite a lot of work on the how MNCs fit their marketing and all strategies to the cultural attitudes, values, um, cultural ways, customs of a country. And now I want to say something that is not really based on culture, but the example is like this: shampoo sachets. Shampoo sachets were originally meant for traveling. So when you're traveling, instead of carrying, say you're going for 4 days, and you need to have a head wash every each day, then because you're going into a hot or a humid place, then you carry a bottle of say 200 ml or something, and the bottle has opened, and your clothes are not very in a good condition. So instead of this, you take sachets. You take 4 sachets or 8 sachets, depending on the length of your hair, etc. And it's much lighter and perfectly safe to carry shampoo sachets. But today, what has happened in India? We have so many different type of shampoos. So we are the type, like I would like to try all the shampoos. Well, I don't know about other countries. I'm speaking about my country and how we are. We women are, for example. Most of us, my students, we would like to try. So what we do is, instead of buying a minimum of 200 ml shampoo, we would go in and buy some sachets of one shampoo, and then try it, and then buy. So if you don't like it, you don't mind throwing away, or using it for your vehicle, the shampoo sachets you have bought to wash your vehicle, something like this. And try another shampoo. You see a new advertisement, you want to try it, and you would go in for a sachet. In fact, we have one or two shampoo advertisements in our country where they show sachets itself. They show that you can do this, what you can achieve, what we have shown you just now in the advertisement, with a simple 1 rupee or a 2 rupee shampoo sachet. So once you like it, you may go in for a bigger bottle or more sachets. So most companies are very particular about making those shampoo sachets in our country. So this is one thing that it is also something to do with culture, like our attitude, the way we want to attack this shampoo, this thing, etc. Now, also it is known that see, this what I'm telling is not necessarily we Indians, but most people of the world. But we Indians also are the same in this way. Suppose there is a new company that comes into the country, and if you have seen, they never come out with the face creams. They always come out with the hair products, because we do not mind trying hair products, but we would never change our cream unless or try a new cream unless we are confident of the company. So hair companies, these cosmetic companies, when they come into India, when they come into India, they come with the hair products, because hair products people who don't mind trying. And once you try the hair product and you're sure that the hair product is up to your liking, then yes, and you're confident that your hair is still the same. I mean, the amount of hair on your head is still the same. Nothing has fallen off, and it's looking well. It's looking nice. Then you go ahead and buy the hair cream, face cream, and you start using creams for your skin after you're confident of the product of that is supporting your hair. Now, for effectively managing, you look at your slide, diversity, for effectively managing diversity, a multicultural organization reflects the contributions and interests of diverse cultural and social groups. In its mission, operation, product or service, it acts on a commitment to eradicate social oppression in all forms. I'll talk about it. Social oppression in all forms. I think once in the class I have spoken about how, for all of you, seniors and juniors, how businesses have to be socially responsible, how they have to contribute, how they have to be sustainable. I need to do this again in your class. I will combine it with business ethics, and I will give it to you. So currently, I will just talk about other things. A little bit of this included. It includes the members of diverse cultural and social groups as full participants. All right, full participants, especially in decisions that shape the organization, and follows through on broader external responsibilities, including support of other institutional efforts to eliminate all forms of social oppression. Oppression. Now, we will not concentrate on the social aspect of it, because I will tackle this in a different field together. Excuse me, I need some water. Thank you. We'll not talk about social oppression. We'll talk about how strategies are matched to different cultures of the society. Now, there is something, as I've told yesterday, cross-cultural training. Cross-cultural training is very necessary. It is, see, I'll tell you what. There are two kinds of people uh, in a company. Say they want people to go abroad and work, then they will look at the affinity or interest of the people to live in a foreign country. If you look at Bangaloreans, we Bangaloreans live in the New York uh, of India, or even better than New York. We have a very good life. Like we live, I tell my students, we live in paradise. If we can get drinking water, fresh fruits, fresh whatever to eat, and in plenty, and in variety, and good jobs that take home good money, good transport facilities. You can call any cab aggregator at any time in the night. We have all facilities, even medical facilities, top hospitals, and are there. Even the charitable institutions who work in Bangalore are very good. So you have almost all that you require when you have a good job and you have a decent living accommodation, then the other things are all available for everybody in Bangalore. So it's a very classy and extremely wonderful living in Bangalore. Even the traffic jams are not bothered. Nobody bothers about the traffic jams much, unless you have somebody waiting at home in a serious condition. Otherwise, in the traffic jams is where you operate your mobile and see all your videos, all your forwards, and hear the music that you have been wanting to listen for donkey's years. All these things, people. So Bangalore is a very comfortable place to live. I have seen that people who are born and brought up in Bangalore or who have settled in Bangalore are very reluctant to go and take a job for more than 2 years in a foreign country. They may go on a foreign assignment and for a couple of months or maximum a year, and then they all want to come back. They want to come back to Bangalore, and they all want the possibility of coming back to Bangalore. But if you see people from Tier 1, Tier 2 cities, they don't mind who have to go back to their state after, I mean, they have to go back to their towns after they finish their education in Bangalore or something. They do not mind traveling to foreign countries. In fact, when organizations select people, they select usually some of the trends I've seen is that they select people from Tier 1 and Tier 2 cities who have been living there and who want an opportunity for a better standard of living, etc. That is one thing. See, what I'm saying may not be sweeping statements about everything, but it is a most likely likelihood. All right. Then, when you come to that is one thing. So, imagine people are selected and they are given cross cultural training. I'll tell you what is cross cultural training in a while. They're given cross cultural training. That is, you understand what it is. But specifically, I'll tell you just now. So, let me tell you. The cross cultural training includes uh, maybe foreign language, definitely, pre visit orientation about how people are, what you are expected to find there, career path counseling, meaning you go there and what kind of designation you have. When you come back, what designation you will get. Will you continue in your designation? If you have been heading an organization, the branch there, when you come back, will you be heading a branch or not? All these kind of things are necessary to be known. Meeting with a former expatriate to the country, of employee who has been in that country and who has come back is an expat, not necessarily an employee. Someone who has been in a foreign country and come back is an expatriate. So, an employee expatriate who has been an employee in this company, gone to a foreign country, worked there, and come back, he's a employee expatriate. So, the person who's with a probability or prospect of going abroad meets such a person to get in hand information about what he wants. Okay, then culture, history, and background of the country, and some other similar programs. Now, this is the cross cultural training. Why do we need cross cultural training? You understand now. Imagine there are two or more employees who go to a foreign country. See, there is a possibility that there are two possibilities. The first possibility is that, like, oh wow, situation. I'm here. I'm abroad. Finally, I'm in a foreign assignment which I can show off to. Or okay, this is a beautiful country. There are foreigners all around. I would like to make friends with them. It's kind of a wow kind of feeling. And look at the things I get to eat, and look at the clothes. Look at the way people are moving around. It's a wow feeling. On the other hand, the other person may not have any wow feeling. He would say, "Oh my God, where is my?" If you are a Bangalorean, nobody speaking Kannada here. I can't speak Kannada to the cab driver or the hotel person. And oh my, where's my Bangalore city? I miss seeing Bangalore. I miss seeing all this kind of thing. There can be two kind of feelings. Now, the first fellow can, okay, as we go on, both of them may get a culture shock, um, or one may not bother. But culture shock is pretty common. So they'll get a culture shock as to, oh my God, do I have to eat this? I cannot manage bland food, for example. I cannot manage. Where is my spicy green chilies? Something like this. I'm talking about Bangaloreans and Indians. When we go abroad, where are my chilies and where is the red chili? Where is the Guntur chili? Where is the red chili powder? Something like this. Do I have to eat this bland stuff? Maybe that, or the way people work in an office may be different. They may not take so many coffee breaks. The coffee may be brought to your table instead of you going to a place where you get a coffee, sit and chat for 5 minutes with your colleagues and come back. Instead, the coffee is coming to your table. You're not supposed to be getting up unnecessarily, so-called unnecessarily, for coffee. Something like this. And the work style, how the boss addresses you, or how you have to meet people. All this kind of things may be a culture shock. And then you go, there is also something called the honeymoon phase, which some people enjoy. They will say, "Yeah, this is where I always wanted to be," and look at the everything. Look at the streets. Look at the cars. Look at this and that, and it's still a wow feeling. The honeymoon phase is a wow feeling, and then comes the some disillusion. Some people may get disillusioned, some people may not get disillusioned. The disillusionment comes when, yeah, I want my mummy's uppitu. I want my kitchen to smell of my wife's cooking. My children and wife are still in India. I need to bring them, and there are some difficulties in bringing them. It could be that the academic year of children is not yet over, so they still need 6 months to this thing, and so your spouse is in India till they finish their academic year or something like that. So all these things, living without your family and all this stuff. So the disillusionment starts. Some people get over the disillusionment and they would like to come back. They would like to stay there and continue. But as I said, when the going gets tough, the tough get going. But not necessarily all the tough. Some people will say, "Yeah, enough. I need to come back. I need to come back to my country. I cannot." Mostly it's the food, the culture. I cannot adjust with this country. I want to go back to Bangalore, for example. So this is how it happens. That's why cross-cultural training is necessary to for people to anticipate what you're going to face there. Anticipation gives takes away half of the most of the culture shock. See, no one can train you 100% about what you're going to, let's say, interpersonal relationships, etc., are something that you have to figure out. So there we are. Okay. A Dutch researcher, Fons Trompenas. See, yesterday I told you about five orientations that. Who's that? Yeah, Hofstede. Hofstede used five orientations. You are aware of that. Similarly, a Dutch researcher, Fons Trompenas, looks at a five relationship orientation. The first one is universalism versus particularism. It is similar to individualism versus collectivism of Hofstede. Hofstede had individualism versus collectivism. So here he says universalism versus particularism. And he continues, the second one is individualism versus communitarianism. Communitarianism. Neutral versus emotional, specific versus diffuse, achievement versus ascription, along with attitudes towards both time and the environment. This is what Fons Trompenas talks about. But you can just mention this. But Hofstede is the most important important research study. Von Straubner's study lends itself to cultural patterns or clusters, which is similar to the Hofstede. So here, managers can recognize cultural differences and get guidelines for conducting international business effectively. I haven't been talking to you yesterday about what is the impact of Hofstede's study. It shows you the if the issues. For example, he has clustered countries into cultural clusters. This is how you can expect in this country. If most of the cultural attitudes, values, customs, etc., would go into this cluster. So you study the cluster and you get a insight into the cultural attitude of that particular country in which you are going to. So, and you can conduct your international business. You can make your strategies accordingly. All right. Okay. With this class, I would like to give you a pep talk. All of you, a pep talk on how we should work and etc. So I've sent you a slide called me. All right. This will help you when you're tackling. Excuse me. When tackling your this thing also, when tackling the current situation, staying at home, yeah, me and my workplace. First of all, they say life is 10% of what happens to me and 90% of how I react to it. Please listen. Life is 10% of what happens to me and 90% of how I react to it. Excuse me, I need some water. Norman Vincent Peale says, think positively. I have given you a beautiful gif of how a cat is attempting very hard to a fat cat is trying very hard to climb some stairs. So, please remember, life is 10% what happens to me, 10% of what is happening in our country, the 90% is how I take it. Work consists of whatever a body is obliged to do, and that play consists of whatever a body is not obliged to do. I've given you the example of Tom Sawyer, if you remember. Tom Sawyer is a little boy who is an orphan. His Aunt Polly takes care of him. Aunt Polly isn't very rich, so little the jobs around the house are done by the little boy. So Tom Sawyer has been told on a Saturday is an off for the little boy. He has been told by his Aunt Polly to use whitewash the fence. Whitewash the fence, we can say, like painting the fence. I'm going to use the word whitewash the fence. He's given, that whitewash, and he is supposed to whitewash the fence. So, as Tom Sawyer is doing it, his friend comes with an apple and eating an apple, which looks very lovely to Tom Sawyer. He wants to mock Tom Sawyer, but Tom Sawyer suddenly decides that what he's doing is very serious work and pretends not to notice the fellow. And when the fellow makes fun, haha, I'm playing and you're working on a Saturday, he says, work? What do you call work? And he pretends to do it very seriously, looking at all the small corners and crooks and corners, nooks and corners and all. He's trying to do it and very serious work. Saying and the boy who intends to make fun gets interested, and he says, please, can I do it also? He says, no, this is serious work. Aunt Polly would not like it. Only I can do it. Please, I'll do it carefully. I'll give you my apple. No, and then after that, an old brass knocker fallen off from some door. So that both the things look attractive to Tom Sawyer. So there, he gives the brush, whitewashing brush to his friend. So the friend does till he's tired, And by that time, a line of boys are already ready to whitewash the fence. Finally, the fence is whitewashed 6 times by all the fellows, anybody other than Tom Sawyer, all the other fellows, little fellows around there, till the whitewash is finished. And Tom Sawyer has got a collection of goodies from all these boys as a bribe to allow them to do the whitewashing. So this is a very good video. I'll show you in class. Tom Sawyer and the Friends. It's a beautiful video. What you understand here is that when we consider something as work, it becomes drudge. It becomes a burden. We don't want to do it. When you like a work and you do it happily, it becomes play. Then one more thing is treat your co-workers and everybody with respect and trust. I'll give you a story about a baker and a baker and a farmer. A baker and a farmer were friends, so they decided that they are going to support each other. The baker said, "I will give you bread equivalent to the butter that you give me. Equivalent to the butter. You give me the butter, I'll give you the bread." So the baker, after a while, complained to the town judge, saying, "And the fellow is not giving me enough, butter. I feel I'm giving more bread than the butter." So when the farmer was asked, the farmer said, I never weighed the butter. I just kept, on the scale, I kept the bread that he gives and equivalent amount of butter I was giving him. So who was the culprit? The baker had reduced the amount of bread that he was giving to the farmer. So the farmer unconsciously was weighing the bread that he got against the butter and giving it. When the bread was more, the butter was more. When the bread was less, the butter was less. So please remember, class, we give and take respect. When we give less respect, we receive less respect. When we give more respect, we receive more respect. Same thing with love, kindness, compassion, everything. Every one of these words that we cannot see, or we can only feel these words, everything is the same. So let us respect each other, trust each other, because we are living in a social distance world. It's very see you class. You see this trend, how this has changed. Initially, we used to get all forwards about all of everyone gets forwards about where there is COVID, how many people are ill, and all that first. And then the trend changed to information. Do this, do that, don't do this, do that about COVID information. Then the information went into hospitals. Which are the hospitals? Who are the workers? And then there were videos about how doctors were telling you, be careful. And there were videos about people who are working very, very hard to combat, medical people were working very hard. Then now the trend has changed. People are telling, take care, hope you're fine, hope you're fine. See, I'm not, this is a very serious situation. I don't want to make a, parody or fun of it. But I also want to tell you that this is, watch the trend. It's a marketing sort of, as marketers, you have to watch the trend. So, according to the changing trends, we do our strategies for marketing. All right. So the how the trends are changing. Similarly, if you see when we come out of this, and we will come out of this kind of this thing. Our government has really worked towards keeping us safe. The cases in India are not spiraling out of control. Thanks be to God. So we look forward to some positive news every day henceforth. And what I'm trying to say is, after this you will see a new form of advertisements in on our TVs, etc. You may see a new form of lifestyle, where maybe we would have online classes, maybe more or some different trends you're going to see. So calamity also many times brings about the goodness of people, as you have seen the free food and all that. So let's come back to my slide up, the prep slide, pep talk slide. Now here we are talking about perseverance. I've given you the picture of the Brooklyn Bridge. Brooklyn Bridge, and the Brooklyn Bridge was started. It's one of the longest bridges built in 1887, I think. Excuse me. I think it is built in 1887, or 1800s anyway. And an engineer decided to build, and people made fun of him, saying it is not possible. It joins New York with Long Island. That, and then this Brooklyn Bridge, unfortunately, as the bridge was being built, the engineer and some of his workers, excuse me, passed away. They had an accident and they died. And in the same accident, the engineer's son, an engineer himself, was injured such that all he could move was his forefinger. He was completely paralyzed. He could move only his forefinger. This, imagine, one finger. So the communication he did was on his wife's hand, he would tap and tell. Nothing would move. Imagine just tapping. See, even the hand wouldn't move. So just tapping and telling yes, no, maybe yes was, two, or no was one, or vice versa. So like this he communicated. The poor lady, who wasn't extremely educated, learned all maths, physics, etc., in order to understand what her husband was trying to tell her. And based on what he was giving her advice, the Brooklyn Bridge was built. Imagine the perseverance. How many of us would have persevered to build a bridge? Okay, this has happened to me. Let things go. Let me do look after my own life. Maybe this would what we would have thought. But look at the perseverance. Uh, one more thing is identify negative thoughts. See, when I said I'm going online, there were a lot of negative ideas. Say, ma'am, no network, ma'am, this, ma'am, that, we may not be, and this and that. See, why negative thoughts? We have to start somewhere. I never listened to any of your negative ideas. I just started. See, we are going ahead. If there are some problems, we will deal with it. We cannot sit idle or quiet just because we feel that it will not happen. You have to be there and try that. Only then you will know the positives. So, one is identify negative thoughts and take them away from your mind. And secondly, even as a marketers, I'm telling you, as MBAs and as students, as people in these difficult times, do not have negative thoughts, do not carry emotional baggage. Yeah, whatever was there before. There are, see, people always harm. There are all of us who have had bad experiences or good experiences. See, we always care only the bad experiences. How many good experience do we remember and smile? We cry looking at the bad experiences. If you sit down and weigh your bad experiences and your good experiences, I'm sure without a doubt that your good experiences farly outweigh your bad experiences. And yet, one or two bad experiences, you sit and cry about it. And see, when you cry about your bad experiences, please remember you're reliving your bad experiences. It's not necessary. Why should you relive your bad experiences? Why should you experience your bad experiences again? Just this is emotional baggage. Let them be. There was this guy, they say, with a very sunny disposition. He was always smiling. And one day, his shop, he owned a shop. Some mugging happened, and he was shot. There were 3 or 4 bullets in his body, and he lay on the. They took him to hospital, and he lay on the operating table. With a, he was awake, and the doctor asked him before giving him anesthetic, uh, "Are you allergic to anything?" He said, "Yes, doctor, I'm allergic to the bullets in my body. Please remove them." See, he wanted to live. Till the last moment, we have to fight to live because life is a gift from God. We have to fight. All right? Don't carry emotional baggage. You will bend with the weight of it. Wouldn't you like to have a nice straight posture? Yes. I think I look at the slides I sent you. Other afterwards also you can say. See, we too can soar. Richard Bach, BACH, he wrote a book called Jonathan Seagull. All right, Jonathan, hey Jyoti, Jonathan Livingston Seagull. Now, Jonathan Livingston was a seagull, small baby seagull, and when he was born, he was taken care of well by his mom and people, his parents and not people, the seagulls around him. So, what happened is Jonathan was watching the seagulls and he could see them, they were only soaring above the water. They did not fly more. Uh, there was a maximum to which they flew, and then they sat down with their fish, etc., etc. So Jonathan saw an eagle soaring in the sky, and he told his mother that he would like to soar like the eagle. So the mother told him, "See, we are seagulls. We do not soar. We just soar. We just fly above the water. We cannot soar high in the sky. This is not meant for a seagull." Now, Jonathan Livingston, in Richard Bach's book, he says, "No, let me try." So every day he flies a little higher, little higher, little higher. Every day, the height to which he flies becomes more and more and more. And finally, one day, we have Jonathan Livingston soaring like the eagle that he has seen. So there are people like who tell us, "No, we are like this only. We are supposed to do this only, not more than this." Then how do you do it? Yeah, I will not explain. We will have caught on the message that I'm trying to give. Everyone can soar. All right. Now, one more thing is, now that you are at home, work on your stress levels. Yeah, if exercise relieves the stress, do exercise. If a TV program or a movie relieves your stress, see it. But someone told me, I think I saw it in a movie. They said, uh, yeah, I saw it in a TV program. They said exercising gives you adrenaline, and adrenaline makes you happy, or something like that. So exercise makes you happy. If nothing, stand. If you do not have a gym, with you cannot go to the gym, sit and just walk very fast in your house. Even if it is a small house or a big house, walk and count 100 times, 200 times. You went up and down, something like this. Or stand where you are and just jump like this. Or do skipping. You can find some rope in your house. If you haven't skipped before, try skipping. Do something that you haven't tried before. Soar like Jonathan Livingston. Then share your smile. They say it is facial muscles require less effort or less facial muscles require to smile than to frown. Please remember, frowning makes you ugly, makes your face get wrinkles. So let us see all your 32 teeth. And remember, whatever it is, your job or your this thing, whatever you're doing as a student now, or you're studying, job is only part of your life. There are people at home waiting for you, isn't it? Once there's a small story I want to share. They said, this is someone who says, I was going home. As I was going home, my colleague and I brushed against each other. So my colleague said sorry, and I said sorry, shamefaced, sorry, sorry, and we went on. All right. Then, very then I went home. And this is about a lady. She says she went home, and she was just cooking when her small son came and said, "Mummy," and all that. She brushed him aside and said, "Go, go, I have work, etc. I have to cook and go do your homework," or something like that. And the child went away. So everything, all the work was done and everything. Uh, then she realized that the little child, her son, had gone out into the grass, collected some flowers from the grass, and he thought why he collected the flowers. He thought the flowers were as beautiful or as charming as his mother, and he wanted to give it to his mother. But the mother, being brushing him aside, the flowers had dropped down in the kitchen, and the child had gone and slept, and the tears on his face were still pasted like this as he slept. So, what is important in life? When it's a colleague, of course, you stay with him or her for 8 hours. For that colleague, you had to so sweetly you smiled and said sorry, sorry. What about the child who has no one else but you, looking at you for love, affection, security, everything? So your family is also very important. Be always enthusiastic in life, excel, be efficient. As I told you before, if you are, even if you have to sweep a aisle, let that aisle be the cleanest aisle in the world. If you have to sweep a classroom, let that classroom be the cleanest classroom in the world. I'm not saying you have to sweep your classrooms. Imagine, even never mind if you are in a small job, all right? Uh, be early, sleep in time, get up early. When you sleep late and get up late, a kind of bad feeling settles on you the whole day, and everything will become easy for you. The secret of life isn't what happens to you, but what you do with what happens to you. If you if life gives you a lemon, make lemonade. They say. We have this beautiful actress, Sudha Chandran. She lost her leg though. She was a very good dancer. She lost her leg in an accident. You hardly can make out. She dances also. She's a very good actress, TV star now. And I have sent you this. You see, there's a lady there she's a swimmer, and she has lost one arm due to a shark attack. The left arm she doesn't have. With one arm, she swims. I don't know whether the left arm or right arm, you check. She's married now and they have a son, etc. She's living a normal life. The beauty of living is the beauty of being able to live a normal life. So be happy these days. Help other people cope with their problems, and your own will be easier to cope with. All right? Never use the word impossible. Toss it into the verbal waste basket. Cannot do, will not do, maybe we cannot do. All this impossible. All this you throw into the verbal waste basket. Joy increases as you give it and diminishes as you try to keep it for yourself. Share with fellow workers. Imagine a candle of joy. When you share it, there's light everywhere. But this candle of joy will become smaller and it will diminish. All right? Share with everybody, share with your fellow workers, share with your fellow students. Not now. Keep the social distancing in sharing. Share the joy. Doesn't mean you have to share so many forwards, all right? But always when you talk to each other, don't be negative. Oh my, this is happening, I have no class, etc. It is everybody's problem. All over the world, we are facing this problem and we have to face it together. Then, how do you think about a problem is important than the problem itself? Yeah, it's all about which way you look. Now, suppose I'm looking this side, okay? And the fan is coming. So my hair will blow away from my face. So I have the fan here, all right? The fan is here. And if I face the fan, my hair will blow away from my face. Suppose I do like this, my hair is gonna come on my face because of the fan. So you understand which way should I face? Should I face the fan, or or face away from the fan? A fan is your obstacle in life. When you face the obstacle in life, your hair will go away from your face. You can see it clearly. But when you do not face the obstacle and try to run away from it, your hair will cover your face. You can't see the obstacle properly. How will you tackle it? Right? The next thing, who packed your parachute? We've seen people jumping from, planes. Why do they jump so confidently? They jump only and only because they are safe with a parachute. Now, a parachute cannot be folded like a towel or a bed sheet or a sari. It has to be folded in a particular way, just as you fold when you fly a flag. Um, excuse me. When you fly a flag, you fold it in a particular way. All right. So similarly, you have to fold the parachute in a particular way. Otherwise, it will not open. You cannot fold it like how you fold a bed sheet, in a particular way. So the person who folds your parachute is very important. Now in life, what is the parachute you are given? Your education, the way you stand on your feet, your finances as a student. So all this is given to you by your parents, and some of it by your teachers. So remember who packed your parachute in life, and you will get their blessings. Finally, have you seen rain? It is one of the most beautiful things in life. And most beautiful things in life are free. Look at nature, all green sometimes. Look at water, so blue, so beautiful, a waterfall. Do you pay to see that? No. You pay to see a movie. And a movie is definitely not as beautiful as free falling rain or nature. All right. So there we are. Go at life with abandon. Give it all you've got, and life will give all it has to you. Don't ask why. Ask why not. Okay. And always respect women, because women have so many more responsibilities unconsciously. Take good care of yourself. Keep yourself neat, clean, and develop strategies to meet your goals. Now that you are sitting at home, develop some strategies how you're going to meet your goals. You have been busy studying, coming to class, doing your assignments, your internals, and your external exams, etc. So it's time to develop strategies to meet your goal. Work hard, persevere, be flexible, develop a support network. Look to family, friends, and teachers if necessary. All right. Now that's all. I will wind up here. I intended to give you this pep talk. Hope you liked it. Okay, now give me a couple of minutes and I will come back to you, juniors. All right. I'll come back to you, juniors. Thank you for liking my video. Doesn't matter whether you like it. I want you to see and study. Whether you like it or not, it is not worth choosing. Thanks for liking anyway. I'm not ungrateful. But what I'm saying is see the videos and learn. I hope it takes away your boredom and gives you some goals, like learning goals, etc. After I do my classes, Google and find out, go into some search engines and find out more about what I'm trying to say. I would like you to write an assignment on the impact of culture on international business, and it will be, yeah, why don't you write an assignment? I was thinking of making you present instead of me teaching, which I will do later on. We will go into some other software where you all can give presentations, but not now. Your presentation will be like this. Yeah, Paryali. Your presentation will be how in your country you have seen, whether you're in India or in a foreign country, how you've seen a particular multinational company adhere or adapt their advertisements to your country's culture. I would only 5 minutes presentation. Take a product and get ready. Later on, as I teach, I intend to teach all my what I'm supposed to teach, because I want to share my knowledge with you. And then what we will do is you share what you have seen. What you have to do is how a multinational business has adapted the advertising or any product packing or any other strategy to your culture. Now, one more thing, no, see the color black. We Indians don't like the color black unless we are going for a party in the evening. Okay, the little black dress or the black pants or the black t-shirt is everybody's favorite. But if you take a product in black, we may not like it so much. So most very very rare, I think one soap or something only comes in a black cover. Others do not come in a black cover at all. Soap generally is covers comes in light colors, not in dark colors. Very rarely they come in dark colors unless it is a medicinal soap. So look at this is also cultural adaptation. I would like you to make a presentation and keep ready. 3 or 4 slides, more talking, not more slides, more explanation, points on the slides, maybe 3 slides or maximum 4 if you want to say thank you. Okay, so keep ready, and I will tell you. We will use a different software. You can come online and you can give the presentations to everybody. All right. All right, and you can always WhatsApp me about improvements in my class. Please WhatsApp me. All right, I will adapt. Okay, thank you, class. Thank you for being there. Bye. Once again, smile. Bright, big smile. I don't have 32 teeth. Only 28 I have. So let me see your 32 teeth. All right. I will log off for 5 minutes and I will come back for the juniors class. Take care.